So, I said to, this guy's prostitute there, you are packing an extra bit of, in your, hello there, and welcome to the Green Arrow P.S.A. here. I talk about, problems and issues that, common people have there. So, here's the thing, has this, ever happened to you? Because, it happens to a lot of people, so, just check this out. God freaking damn it, I can't believe my, freaking toast here is, stuck in the stupid toaster. I paid good American money for this good American toaster, and it's a piece of garbage. How am I supposed to get my toast now? I'm freaking starving here. Now you will see, this is a common problem there for people. Toast, gets stuck in the freaking toaster there, and a lot of people, thinking they're smart. Take for example here, a big metal fork, and try to pry out the toast, while it's still in the toaster. They electrocute themselves and they freaking die there. So I'm going to show you what happens when you have the toaster still plugged in and you use your metal fork to try to get out the toast. So watch it, hopefully you might learn a little something from that. Alright, so let's get on. Even though this toaster here is clearly plugged into the wall here, and I need to get my toast, so I'm going to use this here metal fork and pry it out. So let's do it. Damn it! Oh, that was a freaking bad idea there. So now you're asking yourself there, well, Green Arrow there, how do I get my toast, the toaster, without, barbecue on my brain, the electricity and all. Well, here's some couple steps here that's going to help you along the way to make sure that, you don't freaking die when you're trying to get your freaking toast out. Alright, so, first thing you gotta do, you gotta, unplug the toaster, from the wall, because, I think you pretty much can figure that one out on your own. Now, what I usually like to do is I like to take the toaster, from the kitchen there, bring it to my dining room table, where I got my plate, and, my butter, and my knife, and then, make sure the cord is nowhere near any kind of electrical socket. Yes, I do realize that your electricity doesn't just, magically flow from the wall, into the toaster there. But hey, you know what, I don't like to leave anything to chance there. So that's what you should do. Then, I'll take my fork, or my fingers, or, like a wooden spoon or something. Get my toast out, put it on the plate, slide around some butter there. And, I proceed to consume it, either with a beer, or some scotch, or sometimes, both at the same time, two-fisting it. That's where you gotta do it. Now, what I'm going to be doing right now is I'm going to be showing you exactly the steps I just described, along with, me just sort of, once again reaffirming, what I just taught you here about getting your toast out of the frickin' toaster without toasting yourself, in the frickin' process. Alright, so let's get to the demonstration part of this little exercise, okay? Okay, now you see me here, pulling the cord, out the wall, to make sure I'm nice and safe. Now you'll see me here, grab the toaster. Giving a wave. I'm still kind of waving there. And I should stop waving soon because y'all look like a freaking jackass there. Now what you do here is you make sure the cord is not plugged in. And then you take your fork, your spoon or whatever, your fingers. You get toast, the toaster, and then you put your butter, your peanut butter, or whatever you put in the toast, on it there, on the plate. You make sure you got your beer, or your scotch, you drink it, and then you eat the toast. And that's pretty much about it. So this pretty much ends this demonstration there. Alright there, so pretty much in closing, you know some toaster safety now, and hopefully, you use your head for something other than just growing, luscious hair on it there. And, use your mind, for things like thinking, not getting yourself killed, common sense, it's important. So, I gotta get going now because I got some things to do, villains to kill, and I gotta get some methadone there for Speedy, because, he's having the problems there. So, there's the Green freaking Arrow here, and remember, together, we can make the world a better place. So, little Billy and little Susie there to, freaking grow up in. So, check you later.